इमरान अहमद नियाजी साहब ने 176 वोट हासिल किए।
Imran Khan, who first rose to international fame on the cricket pitch, was elected Pakistan's PM in July 2018, running under his own Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf (PTI) party. He promised to fight corruption and fix the economy in the country of 240 million people. Barely 4 years in, he was kicked out of office by opponents in parliament, making him the first prime minister in Pakistan's history to be ousted in a vote of no confidence.
174 members have recorded their votes in favor of the resolution. Consequently, the resolution for vote of no confidence against Mr. Imran Khan, the Prime Minister of Islamic Republic of Pakistan, has been passed by a majority of the total membership of the National Assembly.
But what were the reasons he was removed from office before completing his term? Since the Election Commission of Pakistan announced victory of Imran Khan in general elections 2018, opposition joined hands against him. Army was blamed to bring Imran Khan in power by rigging general elections 2018, and so he was called a selected prime minister by the opposition. As Imran Khan hardly managed to form a coalition government in the general elections, it was a challenge to complete his term smoothly. Since he promised the nation of taking anti-corruption measures when in government, he remained stern over undoing any corruption cases against political mafias of the country. In his words, he was never willing to offer any kind of in or owe to anyone in corruption case. Besides all these, Imran Khan inherited an economy where Pakistan stands in the Financial Action Task Force (FATF) grey list. The increasing debts and devaluation of rupee against dollar because of the inappropriate economic measures left investors in the country disappointed. This led to the high inflation, which affected common people of Pakistan. Struggling to bring the paralyzed economy on the track, Imran Khan government faced COVID-19, a pandemic of the kind that happens once in a century. While almost half of the world was under a complete lockdown, Imran Khan-led government introduced a smart lockdown policy in the country, allowing poor people to do their business in the fixed hours.
अगर पाकिस्तान के वो हालात होते जो इटली के हैं, जो फ्रांस के हैं, जो अमेरिका के हैं, इंग्लैंड के हैं, मैं आज पूरा लॉकडाउन कर देता पाकिस्तान को। लेकिन हमारा मसला क्या? 25% पाकिस्तानी गुर्बत की लकीर से नीचे हैं, जिसका मतलब वो 2 वक्त की रोटी नहीं खा सकते। आज अगर मैं पूरा लॉकडाउन करता हूं तो इसका मतलब क्या है? इस मेरे मुल्क के रिक्शा चलाने वाले, छाबड़ी वाले, रेड़ी वाले, टैक्सी वाले, छोटे दुकानदार, दिहाड़ी वाले, ये सारे घरों में बंद हो जाएंगे।
Though the policy was helpful to the poor people and was much appreciated by the world, but was not sufficient to control inflation. One of the main reasons of Imran Khan's downfall was geopolitics. U.S. considers Pakistan as its important strategic partner in Asia and has influenced military establishment in Pakistan for decades. Imran Khan was very much inspired by the progress China made in the last couple of decades. Once in a live TV cast, he even criticized the U.S. war activities, especially in Afghanistan, and not taking initiatives for a better economy and infrastructure as China does. Luckily, Imran Khan found Donald Trump as his like-minded person and was in a good relationship with the Trump administration. Now comes Biden administration. United States wanted to use Pakistani airspace for military operations in Afghanistan. In his famous interview with American interviewer, Imran Khan clearly denied allowing U.S. to use Pakistan soil against Afghanistan. In his words, absolutely not.
Will you allow the American government to have CIA here in Pakistan to conduct cross-border counter-terrorism missions against Al-Qaeda, ISIS, or the Taliban?
Absolutely not. There's no way we're going to
Seriously?
allow any bases, any sort of action from Pakistani territory into Afghanistan. Absolutely not.
Imran Khan's autonomous attitude was unacceptable by the U.S. They clearly didn't want a man like him who can't be handled. Since then, the U.S. officials in Pakistan started informal meetings with the opposition leaders. The opposition leaders, who were seemingly optimistic, then started off long marches and rallies on the basis of high inflation. On the 7th of March 2022, AUS Secretary for South Asia Donald Love called on Asad Majid, the ambassador of Pakistan to United States, and conveyed the message to military establishment to support the vote of no confidence against Imran Khan to be forgiven, otherwise will have to face severe consequences.
साइफर में दो मेन चीजें हैं, बाकी तो और भी छोटी मोटी चीजें हैं. सबसे बड़ी चीज लिखी होती है कि जी इमरान खान को आपने अदम एतमाद की वोट में पाकिस्तान के प्राइम मिनिस्टरशिप से हटाना है.
Imran Khan waved the cipher at his Amar Bil Marif rally in Islamabad. Pakistan's army was never willing to remove Imran Khan as there was a mutual understanding between the two leaderships, and for the first time in history, civilian and military leaderships were on the same page. However, there were certain things that can't be compromised. The economy was struggling at the time, and without U.S. support, Pakistan could be blacklisted by the FATF, and this could have led to severe consequences. So, the army apparently went neutral, his party members joined opposition, and he was removed as prime minister by the vote of no confidence on 10th of April, 2022. Pakistanis were frustrated that his pledges to build an Islamic welfare state went unmet, leaving them to pay through their noses for food. Tens of thousands took to the streets in cities across Pakistan on the night he was ejected from power. Mr. Khan now faces more than 170 legal cases, including charges for corruption and terrorism. He says the charges are a politically motivated attempt to keep him off the ballot. But he still commands considerable support in the country. People all over the country demands a level playing field for Mr. Khan in the upcoming elections.